In 2005, the world saw the birth of an absolutely fantastic machine, the Xbox 360. This console would cause the peak of my childhood gaming years. However, it was not the foundation. I have always held a strong admiration for the PC and its power to drive games, even from when I was a toddler playing kids or even FPS games. Pajama Sam by day, Unreal Tournament by night, am I right? The PC was the forerunner of my youth. From an early age I had already invested many hours into its games. But then the original Xbox came out and my dad already had Halo 1 on the PC and got Halo 2 to see how it fared.
Oh, I don't think so!
I remember my dad, my brothers and I fighting in the frosty enclosures of Lockout. My, how much fun it was to play all together. It was because of the multiplayer functions that I moved away from PC to console, and then that became the forefront of my youth. And so, after years on the original Xbox, the 360 fell into my possession. That console saw many incredible titles such as Mafia 2, Rage, Halo, Battlefield 3 and many more. However, in 2012, just before the announcement of the PS4 and Xbox One, I started my transition back to PC gaming. When the consoles finally did release, my plans to get one for Christmas slowly morphed into plans of building my first PC. 1 year of saving later and I ordered the parts. An Intel Pentium G3258, an R9 280X, and 4GB of DDR3 RAM were included in the build. I had to start off somewhere. From then on I was able to get what I thought was a true PC gaming experience. I could run games on ultra settings at a full 1080p resolution with high frame rates. I could mod games like Skyrim, which was so restricted before. I could do so many things that I couldn't on a console, and it was like taking my first step of freedom after being confined in a prison for so long. Greetings everyone, my name is Dom and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the shortcomings of PC gaming. PC gaming has many qualities, there are a plethora of reasons to enjoy and favourite over a console, and I'm not denying that. My favourite platform is the PC and I'll always remain true to that. However, there are a few things that bug me about PC gaming and they are as follows. Gripe number 1, shitty PC ports. PC gaming is great and all, but the majority of people don't have GTX 1070s and higher, which is just what you would need for games that are badly optimized on PC. People try to justify this by saying, well, at least it runs better than on console, which isn't true. Sure, the console versions of said game may be locked to 30 FPS, but that console costs £300. To get better performance on a badly optimized game, you'd need a GPU that would cost the entire price of the console alone. A better thing to say would be the PC version of this game with a 1080 runs better than the console version, because the PC version only has the capacity to run at a higher frame rate. When you need to spend $500 on a graphics card that's able to do that, that's not called running it better, that's called running it worse, much worse. And the sooner people acknowledge that, the sooner developers can realise how they're in the wrong and they'll start to cater better to the needs of the PC community. Although thankfully we're starting to see that happen a lot more these days. There are nowhere near as many bad PC ports happening as there were a couple years ago, with companies even making big changes to the way they produce their games, to make sure PC gamers get a good experience from it. An example of this would be EA's new policy to create games for the PC first and then scale it down for consoles. That's not to say consoles don't have their fair share of bad performing games though, because I can think of many off the top of my head. However, I'm not focusing on consoles, so let's move on. Gripe number 2, the errors and problems that can occur. I've been gaming on the PC platform for 4 years now and I've had my fair share of issues that have arisen for many various reasons. Downloading something dodgy on the internet and getting a virus, graphics drivers not installing properly, failed overclocks on components, bad RAM, system errors, internet issues, crashing, data getting corrupted, components failing. All of these things and more can happen at any point while owning a PC. Although most are rare, some, like game crashing or Windows errors, happen more frequently than I'd like. I play a lot of older games on my PC, it's one of the main reasons I love PC gaming. But today when I was playing through Mafia 2 again on my TV, it randomly crashed on me, and the only thing I could do to get back to my desktop was to restart my PC. Now I know this isn't a huge deal, but it's still annoying nevertheless. A PC is open and unlocked for everyone to use as they will, and this can mean so many things can go wrong at any given time. This is one of the few things holding PC back from becoming a perfect platform. Obviously similar things can occur on other systems like a PS4, but not usually as frequently due to their restrictive nature. But we're not done yet. Although before I continue, I'd like to take a minute to tell you guys about how you can win a free game. It's great to see so many of you getting involved with this channel, and it's even more rewarding when I can give back to you guys. So make sure you think hard about a funny sentence because today's indicating word is banana. For those new to the channel wondering how this works, you must subscribe and like the video, then comment the indicating word down below in a creative or hilarious way. Once I see you are subscribed, I will enter you down into a list which around the middle of each month I'll randomly select a name, and then you'll have 2 weeks to email what game you want, and then I'll oblige you. You can get more entries by helping me out in some way. The best way to do this would be to share my video or to watch my previous content and give feedback on it. If you didn't win this time, don't worry, your entry will carry over to next month's giveaway as long as you remain watching my channel and commenting, staying active, that sort of thing. If the winner does not adhere within 2 weeks, I'll select another from the list and then I'll message them personally. And because it's the middle of the month right now, I do believe it's time to reveal who won last month's giveaway. Everyone give a round of applause to Legion! Congrats buddy, you have 2 weeks to email me and ask for whatever game you may want. But that's enough of that. Good luck to all those who enter, and let's get on with the video. Gripe number 3. The addiction. Not the addiction to playing games though, but the addiction to upgrading hardware. Constantly keeping an eye on the horizon to see what new components are coming out. It is true that you do not need to upgrade all the time like many console gamers believe. However, especially if you're an enthusiast such as myself, you'll always be wanting the best of the best, and this isn't always what goes in your PC case, it can be peripherals too. That new Corsair K70 RGB keyboard, the awesome Logitech RGB mouse, that amazing 21:9 monitor. There is this hunger that I never had when I was gaming on the console and can't seem to sate now I'm on PC. This can be very annoying, but also very motivating when you spend money on a brand new component and all you want to do is use it to its fullest potential, or what I want to do is use it for making videos. It really does give the sense of pride, and for me personally, makes me feel great as I feel when I improve something that I invest a lot of time into, it's like I'm improving myself. I guess you could call it therapeutic. The gripe is not with the process of upgrading necessarily, it's more with the fact that it saps away all of your damn money. Gripe number 4, the lack of split spleen. Gripe number 4, the lack of split screen gaming. Now this seems to be increasingly subverted as time goes on, with console games getting less and less local multiplayer functions and PC games getting more local multiplayer functions. But for now it's still a gripe I'd prefer to see dealt with. I got a TV in my room for personal entertainment and for easier entertainment when my friends came around. Rocket League and Gang Beasts are both games that appeal to me and are local multiplayer on PC. And I still love the concept of gaming with your friends on one screen, all in one room, on the same piece of furniture. That being said, PC does have a one-up with LAN parties, which are fantastic, but that requires a bit more effort than a single machine and a single display. Many of my younger years were spent buddying up with friends or family in Halo, and completing it through with a partner sitting next to you is a very unique experience and one that doesn't quite have the same effect if they're talking to you across Skype. I hope this changes, and although it does seem to be getting better for PC recently, it just doesn't quite compare to the glory days of gaming on my original Xbox, trying to complete games 100%. And this leads us onto my final gripe with PC gaming. Gripe number 5. You can't trade in PC games. PC games are notoriously cheaper than console, often by a lot. AAA games released on PC often cost a fraction of the price than they do on console due to sites like G2A and CDkeys.com, or perhaps because of a Steam sale. Yeah. But the problem with this is that they are digital licenses to download a game. They are not hard copies, which makes trading them, well, impossible. I can still walk into town and buy myself a number of hard copy PC games fairly cheaply, but once I redeem the code on the inside of the box, that now becomes useless and is destined only for the bin, or for other uses.
I'm gonna disc for you! Oh, that's not right. This is so much fun.
Gone are the days that I so loved of popping around my mate's house and swapping games once we had completed them. He'd buy the new COD and I'd buy the new Battlefield, and then once both of us had had a fair play, we'd swap. It was a cost-effective way of playing the latest games without spending the ridiculous amount of money companies ask for. And then when we had enough of certain games, we'd sell them. Unfortunately, you just can't do this on PC. Once you use the code, it's yours, and yours indefinitely. And this can be especially annoying if you find out that it's a shit game and no longer want it in your Steam library. A great example of this would be Mafia 3. I completed that story, and once done, there was nothing left to do. Not only that, but the campaign was shit too. What a waste of 25 quid. But that's all I have time for today, folks. Please take note, this video wasn't to compare the console to the PC or vice versa. It was just some things that I get annoyed about sometimes. Some of these things may apply to console gaming too. If you'd like to see a video covering the positives of PC gaming, then I'd be happy to oblige. If you disagree with any of the points I made in this video, instead of shouting hate at me, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll have a lovely discussion with you about it. There can be tea and everything. But if you like this video, then do show your appreciation by tapping that like button. I love your face, and I will see you guys in the next one. Terra.